with your Voiceover Match Dailicast for today, Tuesday, July 9th. I'm Chris Lanning from NeighborhoodStage.com. Now again, this week on episode 4 of the Voiceover Match Podcast, my guest was Josh Miles, the Chief Creative Officer of Killer Visual Strategies. Now in today's clip, I asked Josh to describe the process they go through when working on a project.
As far as the process goes for writing, whether that's an infographic or a motion graphic or editing together an interview piece, I think the most important thing is to really just spend the time to get to know the client and their story and really immerse yourself in the world of their narrative, their day-to-day, what they do. So you can really speak confidently on what it is they're performing, whatever business they're conducting, so that you can really start thinking like them and then express that in, say, a voiceover script that really captures not only what they're doing, but also their just general voice and tone, how they like to speak about themselves.
Now, when you do have those, do you generally get the script together, get the voiceover done, and then add the graphics, or is it the other way around?
It really kind of depends, which I know isn't the best answer. Our typical process, we're developing the graphics in tandem with the voiceover recording. How our process works is we have that initial discovery phase with a client where we're all hands on deck, digging deep into their brand, into their product, into their offering, getting to know the client and doing some initial brainstorming on, okay, like what should this look and feel like? What sort of mood are we trying to create with this? Are there any brand guidelines we need to adhere to with the graphics? And then from that, our copywriting team is doing some deep dives into any data the client has, any key messaging pieces they have. And then they're working on building out that voiceover script. So the first thing that we are producing is the voiceover script, and we let that really guide the overall narrative going forward. So we'll work with our client to really refine that and make sure that we're getting that messaging just really spot on. And then when we have approval on that, we'll start really digging deeper into how do we want to visualize these elements. So we might at that point end up reworking the voiceover a little bit if we decide hey, we were going to have the voice talent speak to this idea, but it might make more sense to visualize that instead and have the voice actor speaking some other line. So it's kind of this weird amorphous thing that kind of just slowly evolves in the right direction until we really get some good buy-in there, and then move into storyboarding where we're sketching everything out. And then a lot of times the voiceover script will change during storyboarding. So we don't want to record that voiceover until we have storyboard approval. And then during that time, that's when our design team is illustrating everything. And that's when we find the right time to produce the voiceover.
Okay, I see. So you're writing the script, but you're not actually getting the voiceover done until you've got everything all storyboarded up.
Yeah, exactly. And, we might be putting out a casting call once we have a V2 of the voiceover script. We know that the script is liable to change, but that at least starts getting the right talent applying.
Still to come this week on the Voiceover Match Dailicast, we find out where Killer Visual Strategies gets their voiceover talent. We also find out some red flags that jump out at them from time to time when listening to auditions. And I also ask him if they ever reach back to talent they like who have technical issues with their auditions. Now, don't forget, you can listen to the Voiceover Match podcast in its entirety. Just head over to voiceovermatch.com to find out all the ways you can listen and subscribe. With your Voiceover Match Dailycast for today, I'm Chris Lanning from NeighborhoodStage.com. Have a great day.